Welcome to this episode of the GymInformer podcast. I'm Chris Gilbert, your host for this episode, and today our guest is Jose Ari Santillian, the owner of the Fitness Evolution Gym in Laurel, Maryland. I've been to this gym probably 3 or 4 times now, and each time I go there, it gets better and better. Jose is a very active owner, and he keeps making his gym better. I'm very excited to talk to him about the gym and about these newest changes. But before we get started, let me show you some photos I took from my last visit. All right, Jose. Um, you've got a pretty cool gym, but can you kind of give everyone a little bit of a background of how you became a gym owner in the first place?
So it's interesting. I started working as the front desk when it just turned from Gold's Gym to Fitness Evolution. I met the owner and he hired me. I was in college at the time, and I just came from Mexico actually at that time, so I was a little shy.
Mm-hmm.
So he gave me a chance. So he helped me a lot because improved my English because like talk all day with the front like at the front desk. And I always been working out, so I started liking, like, I see the trainers how they train people, and I'm like, oh, that's really cool. I wonder if you have to get a degree for that, right? And the owner told me that no, you can get a degree, but you can also get certifications and start working with people. So I stood like 6 months, I think, as a front desk, and then I switched to front desk and trainer when I got my certification.
Nice.
After that, um, couple years, I was just wondering because he was always like, I'm gonna retire. He's been for a long time in the gyms. He owned a lot of gyms. So I'm like, can you sell it to me? And he was like, sure. So it was a long process, but at the end, I ended up buying the gym.
Nice. And how long have you owned it now?
It's been exactly 5 years now.
Oh wow. So that's a pretty good amount of time that you've owned the gym.
Yeah. hmm So it was 2019, right before COVID, unfortunately.
Yeah. So that I'm sure that was some trials and tribulations.
Yeah, that was trouble.
So the gym it's a fitness center, but it's also got a bit of a bodybuilding vibe. Um,
Yes. hmm
so that being said, like you've got equipment that your everyday person straight off the street, brand new to the gym, would be comfortable using, but you've also got equipment that somebody who's into bodybuilding would be okay coming into the gym and working out every day. Like, how do you decide what equipment you're going to put in your gym?
So when I bought it, it was kind of like half and half. So you get all the like the regulars, like the moms and dads that just come to work out just for a little bit of cardio, a little bit of machines. They don't do too much free weights, but you also get we have a lot of like bodybuilders that they have done a lot of shows, and I'm sure everybody knows them around here.
Mm-hmm.
And they will talk to me and say like, hey, I wish you have this machine, because if you have this only machine, I will cancel my membership at other gyms, because bodybuilders usually they have like two or three memberships.
Right.
And I said like, well, when I own it, I'm sure I'm gonna get that machine because I want to get my quads like you. And it started like that, just one by one. But I never want to get rid of my regulars, because that's my daily clients that I don't want
Yeah.
to get rid of. Like, so I always want to prioritize them, but also I started like liking the bodybuilding more. So I kind of like did half and half. So I kept and upgrade the machines that the daily guys will use, But I also start building like like my pendulum squat, like my Olympic bench, my like all the bodybuilding machines, more heavy duty. And at the end, I couldn't stop. It just becomes addictive. Like you just want to upgrade and upgrade and upgrade, and I like it. And as long as the gym gives me the opportunity, we're gonna keep doing that.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I know that from an atmosphere standpoint, the first time I was there, it felt a little bit more like a fitness center. The second time I was there, you had amped up the atmosphere a little bit more. And the last time you had just had Jesse in once or twice from Black Bear, I'm from Grizzly Bear, and he's really amped up what the gym feels like. It seems like you've really embraced like your Latin roots and thrown it into the gym in more of a like hardcore vibe, but still inviting. Is that something you and him collaborated on? Is that the direction you always wanted to go?
So I don't think I had a plan. I just, and I feel like that's one of my problems too sometimes, that I listen to everybody. And it's just really hard to please everyone. But at
Right.
the same time, it's kind of cool because you get all the ideas from like, you get the ideas from like the Zumba girls, or like the yoga teacher, or like the big bodybuilder that is about to go into like a really big bodybuilding competition. So I just kind of like did everybody a little bit. So for example, the Arnold, I just put it where the bodybuilding is. Like the Zumba girl, I put it in the Zumba studio. Um, we just did a really cool Nipsey hustle in the cycling room, because
Mm-hmm.
when you walk into the cycling room, it feels like a club. And I don't know a lot of hip hop, but I listen to Nipsey, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna put Nipsey because I like him. Uh,
Nice.
so it's just like that, and it comes like sometimes, I don't like it, I get rid of it. But Jesse definitely, when I like him because he knows how to read me. Like I explain sometimes, and people probably that don't know me don't know what I'm talking about. But Jesse's like, I know what you mean, and then he will do it, and then I'm like, yes, I like it.
No, yeah, it's really changed the kind of the whole feel of the gym. Really, like not that when the first time I went there, not that you didn't walk in and go, okay, this is a good place to work out, but with all the changes you've made over the last couple of years, you walk in now and it's like, okay, I can really get in here and do a workout.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the idea. I mean, just with the music, I feel like when you walk into a gym and you forget your headphones, that's a bummer. Here at the gym, I try to have music for everyone, but at the same time, like if you don't have your headphones, you don't get turned down. Like you steal your music. We try to put as clean as possible, but still, like the bangers. But yeah, as I feel like as soon as you walk into the gym, is like love at first sight. You right? When you open the door, I want the people that just smells good in the gym. At the same time, they see a like really nice machine that is like a heavy, like hardcore machine, but also that it looks clean and the atmosphere is good. That's what I'm
Yeah,
trying to do. Yeah.
oh, 100%. So now that you've had the gym for 5 years and you've made a ton of changes, do you have this gym where you want it? And what's next on your horizon? Do you want to make this gym even better? Is it going to be bigger? Are you going to open a second gym ever?
So my plans are, I'm waiting for the guys next door to hopefully eventually leave. Like it's like a furniture store, and I'm just hoping that one day they move to another place. Yes, I put too much into this gym to like stop right here. Like I want to
Right.
make it bigger. I
Yeah.
want to make it bigger, and that's my first plan. But also, I cannot wait forever.
Hmm.
So if they don't end up moving, I definitely gonna go for the second location, and this time hopefully start from the ground. That way, I don't have to spend too much money, because I feel like if I would have started since zero, I would have spent like less way money than when I bought here, because I bought it and then I basically bought it to like throw everything away and bring everything new.
Right.
So it would be better to start since ground zero. But at the time, I didn't know, and that was the only option that I had, right? But now that I learned a little bit about the business, now that's my two two points in the plan, like expand and hopefully open a second location pretty soon.
Okay, awesome. Now, how big is the gym right now?
So right now it's about 20,000 square foot.
And you've got a pretty big group fitness area and a pretty big cardio area, but you've still got probably 10,000 square feet of like equipment space.
Yeah, I'll say 12,000, and then 8,000 where the aerobics rooms, class, Zumba, yoga studio is. And then we have the daycare also. Um, and then we also have the personal training room slash ladies room.
Oh yeah, so you've got it. You've got quite a few options for different people to meet all the needs of lots of different people.
Yes.
So now that you've had the gym for 5 years, you've done a lot of changes, grown a lot, and learned a lot. Are there some things that you would recommend or give advice to someone who's sitting where you were 5 years ago, thinking about owning a gym?
Absolutely. First of all, don't never give up because everyone is gonna tell you like you cannot, right? Because you need so much money. Like it's nowadays, especially in this area, you need a lot of money. They ask for like a leg and a foot and your mom and your grandma, everybody's houses to just give you a lease. And unfortunately they don't listen to you. Like they don't give you even like, hey, you need all these to like lease the building. They just tell you like, oh, it's hard, like
Right.
they don't tell you why it's hard. Of course, everything is hard. You have to work for it, right? But the first thing is don't ever listen to anybody that tells you that you can, because I went to like 30 banks and that 30th bank is the one that gave me the loan. But at the end, imagine if I would have give up at 29, I wouldn't own the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Also, be careful where you rent. I feel like the rent it just kills you. Like I feel like you need to get maybe a little bit farther or a little bit uglier part of the way, but then you make it nice.
Right.
That way you don't spend too much money in the rent, because the rent is what I feel like that's the only downer of owning a gym. Everything else is nice. It's good to, of course, it's hard like everything deal with people, like restaurant owners, they're gonna tell you like they hate people. Gym owners, they're gonna tell you like, oh, I don't like people too much, but you like them. It's really hard to just deal with hundreds of people every day, and not every day you are smiling. Not every day you have a good day, but you still have to put a smile to them, because at the end of the day, they're your clients. But I think you should go for it. If you want a gym, go for it. Of course, don't do bad decisions, right? But everybody makes bad decisions, and then you learn from it.
Yeah, 100%. And I'll tell you, you say that you don't always like them every day, but I've been to your gyms. I've been to your gym a couple of times, and anytime I'm on the floor, I always talk to people who are in the gym every day because I'm there like once or twice, and I like to talk to people who are there all the time. So I've asked them if they knew who you were, and like lots of people said they knew who you were. You're active in the gym, and they're like, "Oh yeah, he's always making changes. He's doing this." So like your members are happy with what you're doing. So that's a credit to you.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, I try to make them happy.
So yeah, well, there it seems like that they're appreciating it. So, is it was there anything else you wanted to like let us know about the gym?
Um, so I've been in another gyms because sometimes I feel like I don't work out good enough in my gym because I'm always like doing something, or like I see like I'm like right now I was deadlifting, and then I see like trash in the floor. And I'm like, oh my god, like look at that gum. So and then I'm trying to PR while thinking in scratching the gum out of the rubber.
Right.
So I've been in another gyms. I've been like corporate gyms. I've been like LA Fitness, Planet Fitness. Oh my God, it's just, at least in my area, they're bad. Like they're dirty. They, you feel the atmosphere is not like friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like in my gym, maybe it's not the most expensive, maybe it's not the nicest equipment, but when you walk into the gym, you it's a clean gym. When
Yeah.
you walk into the gym, it doesn't matter if you're a professional bodybuilder or if you're just a mother that comes with their kids, you're gonna feel good here. Like if you're a bodybuilder, we have, everything that you need. We have all the equipment. We're gonna make you feel good. Maybe we don't have rusty dumbbells, right? That to the ceiling, but we have the dumbbells, the heavy dumbbells. And for the mom with their kids, we have the daycare for them to like enjoy the time while the mom doesn't have to worry about taking care of their kids. Sometimes the kids come, the mothers come just because like, oh, this kid doesn't stop telling me like, let's go to the daycare, let's go to the daycare. So I feel like and now that it's 24/7, that was my only like I was lacking, but now we're 24/7. So now I think we have everything that you need in the gym.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, it sounds like you're going in a lot of positive directions, doing a lot of really cool things for the community of Laurel, and we look forward to seeing what's next.
All right. Sounds
So
good.
I
All
appreciate you coming on.
right, man. Thank you.
Thank you. If you enjoyed this podcast, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more great content.